What's in the bag?
Lunch. Big Mac, fries.
Play you for it.
That's just one of the many Super Bowl commercials that you might remember. Well, tonight at 7, Super Bowl's greatest commercials, all-time classics, will air right here on KCTV5. We are excited to have the producer with us, Robert Horowitz. Robert, thank you so much for being with us this morning. We really appreciate it.
It's great to be here, and it's great to do the 21st. It's incredible. 21st anniversary of Super Bowl greatest commercials on CBS, something that we created 21 years ago when the Super Bowl was on CBS in Tampa. And it was an idea created at a Super Bowl party because you know what happens during the game. Everybody is eating at the table and catching up. But when the commercials come on, they scamper to the living room, the TV to watch. So that is how Super Bowl greatest commercials was born.
That's the thing. It seems like, everyone takes a break during the game, and it's when the commercials are on that everyone's really locked into the screen. When would you say that started for everyone?
When I say they say, 1984 with the Apple commercial was the first year where you had the big Super Bowl mammoth, production. It was a commercial produced by Ridley Scott. But where I would say where it really began was in 1979 with the Coke Mean Joe Green commercial, because there are two forms of commercials that work when it comes to Super Bowl commercials. One tends to be the tug on the heartstrings, and obviously that's the Mean Joe Green commercial, or all those Budweiser, Clydesdales, and puppy dogs spots. And then there's the laugh out loud, the humorous commercials, but those are the two buckets. So right there about end of the 70s, beginning of the 80s.
So we've got two buckets there. What would you say exactly makes an all-time classic? Do you actually have any favorites that have stood out to you over the years?
Favorite? Well, I obviously have the Mean Joe Green Coca-Cola Kid favorite, and that's in our show, tonight on CBS at 7. That's one of the classics. I would say that the spots that come from Budweiser, we could do an entire top 10 countdown. That would be all Budweiser commercials, Bud and Bud Light. And it's an incredible thing. This is the 40th anniversary of Bud Light in the Super Bowl. So I would say Budweiser, and then Doritos, and not just necessarily the Allie Landry in the laundromat, catch the Doritos in her mouth. But I think it's the Doritos Crash the Super Bowl, campaign. All those great spots created by user-generated producers, the average Joe, who just showed they could do what Madison Avenue execs do.
The creativity in these commercials is certainly pretty remarkable. We actually asked around here what we thought an all-time classic was, and we got the Mean Joe Green, Doritos, right, Pepsi, Terry Tate. Everyone seemed, though, to have their favorite as the Budweiser commercials that you just spoke about. We can't help but ask you, maybe for a little inside scoop on what we can expect to see tonight and maybe this Sunday?
Well, I'll first go into tonight. So tonight, and then I'll give you a little taste of Sunday. So tonight at 7 on CBS, you're going to see a top 10 countdown that's created by Boomer Esiason and Danny Ruock, Kinsey Bly on NCIS. And they're going to count down from 10 all the way down to 3 of their favorite classic Super Bowl commercials. And then when it gets down to the final 2, America is going to get to vote live tonight. So I do not know, sitting here today, what will be the classic Super Bowl commercial of all time. So, tonight we're going to count down those 10. When we get down to the final 2, America will vote. At the same time, there are also great commercials that Budweiser and, as I said, Doritos, Pepsi have created. And those will be shown in the show tonight because they're classics that Danny and Boomer wanted to show, but didn't make the countdown. And then we've been pounding the pavement and trying to get the lowdown on what viewers will see on Sunday in the game. And what's really cool and what I'm excited about tonight is that we were able to be on location when the mega big BMW commercial was produced featuring Salma Hayek and Arnold Schwarzenegger. And we're going to show the viewers tonight at 7 what it's like to produce a Super Bowl commercial and what goes into it. And for most, you're going to look at it and say, wow, it's a movie. And you know what? It really is.
True that, Bob. Thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. And of course, we'll certainly be watching Super Bowl greatest commercials, all-time classics tonight at 7. You'll be able to see 10 all-time classics vie for the top spot. And like he said, you can actually vote live during the show.